Hello, everybody. Welcome back for another video. Hope you're all doing swell. Hope you're all doing absolutely fantastic and that you're all having a great day. Don't forget to follow me on social media. There are links in the description below. And without any further ado, let's jump right into it. There's a lot to cover, as always, because for some reason, the cryptocurrency market never sleeps. Just like the city, the Big Maple, or whatever it's currently called. Yes, there's always 9 bajillion things happening within this market. We have had a string constantly forming and looping and ever going forward, seemingly, about companies announcing that they are going to be buying Bitcoin and also other crypto. If you missed another recent video, there are apparently 8 public companies who are cumulatively going to be buying $1 billion worth of XRP. Yeah, that's also like incredibly significant on top of all the news that we've been getting. Here we go again. No surprise here, as it seemingly is just happening on a daily basis at this point. A company by the name of Mercurity Fintech Holdings, Inc. Okay. They've announced an $800 million financing plan to build a corporate Bitcoin treasury. They will be joining an ever-growing list. At this point, it seems like it'll go on forever, but it can't because Bitcoin is finite. But it seems like this news that wasn't a joke. Like, it's actually never going to end. We keep hearing it, and we listen. We have some days where this isn't in my news because we have a lot of other important things to talk about. But news about companies announcing that they're going to be buying more Bitcoin are happening daily. It's really weird from the perspective of supply and demand, and why are we not at $1 million yet? That's the thing that keeps on getting me. These companies years ago would announce they were accumulating $2 million worth of Bitcoin, $14 million. These were the old numbers, and they would almost said the rocket would skyrocket. The market would skyrocket. We're getting in the hundreds of millions of billions of dollars now. Let us not forget, MicroStrategy is raising $100 billion. That's a real number. $100 billion over the next 2 to 3 years to accumulate as much Bitcoin as they can get for that number. And don't forget Metaplanet. Metaplanet just announced a couple of days ago they're also raising $5.4 billion. They want 210,000 BTC all for themselves. So now we have Mercurity Fintech Holding, Inc. announcing just a smidge under $1 billion to make their own Bitcoin treasury, joining a growing list of public companies adopting cryptocurrency as a strategic asset. The digital fintech group plans to establish a long-term Bitcoin reserve using institutional-grade custody infrastructure. Well, I would assume so. They're not just. Whenever people put stuff like that in a news thing, it always is really weird to me. It's kind of being like, I'm really funny, so I'm going to eat through my mouth. Like that, we get it. That's how else were you planning on eating? So when they announced that, like, all these companies, like we're getting into Bitcoin, we're getting into crypto, and they're like, we're going to choose a safe industrial grade way to do this. And we're going to make sure to help our customers and to help our, and I'm like, were you not planning on helping out the money? Were you planning on putting the Bitcoin under your mattress? Like what? It's just, okay. Using institutional grade custody infrastructure, on-chain staking, and tokenized treasury management services. For those of you who just missed that little part, you might have missed the video a couple of days ago. Yes, so Bitcoin staking is apparently now a thing. Kraken, thus far, has become the first crypto exchange to offer native on-chain Bitcoin staking, not affiliated, by the way, where you have to, you basically just leave it on their website. They do all the whole big shebang for you, and it's never like locked away. You have full access to your Bitcoin at all time. The only kicker is that it's only offering 1% return. So I was hoping out the gate we would see some 3.5% kind of returns, because I think that would take off instantaneously across the world, but it's 1%. So apparently Mercurity Fintech Holding will be offering on-chain staking as well. Tokenized treasury management services as well, it said in a statement on Wednesday. MFH's approach goes beyond strategy's accumulation model, incorporating yield generation through staking and tokenized management, representing the next evolution in corporate Bitcoin strategies. This is going to take over the world, and I'm sorry. I'm not sorry at all, but I feel like I have to say it to apologize because I know I'm a broken record sometimes. If you are in the cryptocurrency space, make sure to take, listen, it's your money. Make sure to take time that you are in projects, in coins that are going to make it. Do not miss out. There's no reason for you to miss out. Don't let this opportunity pass you by, because it is more than likely going to be the only one that you're going to get. I remember when I was like no. I mean like literally before I was even investing. The idea in my head was like, I need to find a job that I'm going to like. I'm going to have that job until I'm 67 years old, and that's just the way that life is. I would watch movies and TV shows, we've all been there, of people being rich, flaunting their wealth, flying in jets, and I remember it was always like a, wow, that would be really cool, but my mind can't conceptualize how to become a millionaire. It literally like doesn't exist. We don't know anything about stocks, bonds, mutual funds. Crypto wasn't a thing. Poor people don't learn about saving on purpose. Not that they don't want to. The system makes sure that we don't know how to when we can't. And we're always standing right on the cusp. I mean, not even paycheck to paycheck. It's like paycheck to please don't fire me. You are in this market right now before billions of people. If cryptocurrency works out, if cryptocurrency is adopted, if Bitcoin takes over the world, if XRP ends up being used by 38 central banks, and this company and that, if Ethereum continues to be the most used chain on the planet, prices in the future will dramatically increase. We are talking about a world where the coins that didn't have staking are now having staking, and it's only going to get better. Those numbers will increase both for returns and both for the prices of these coins. We live in a world where now rich people continuously accumulate as many assets as they possibly can, knowing that it's only going to make them richer than any of us could possibly begin to imagine. If crypto works out and prices go up and more millionaires are minted and other people in this space get rich, there's no reason for you not to get rich as well. If we get to the future, if we get to 2035 and XRP has staking, Cardano has staking, Bitcoin has staking, Ethereum has staking, I know that some of those already have staking, and the futuristic way to make money is by having bought these coins in 2025 and holding on to them as their value went up and then staking it, and you have passive income forever. Don't miss out. I cannot make that any clearer. I've been telling you this for 2 to 3 years now. I said something really weird is going on with the idea of Bitcoin staking. It will literally create a world where the liquidity that we think we have, the coins moving around ready to be sold, we will see on chain, on Coinbase's website, through Kraken's metrics, that there are millions of Bitcoin locked away with no intention of moving. If Bitcoin goes to 1 million, and you have, like it's so logical that this is where things are going. Just please make sure to pay attention. The companies and the corporations are in the news daily. I'm not making it up. You're seeing it for yourself. They are here. They're absorbing the entire ecosystem for themselves. 3 companies own 88% of the US stock market. They're trying to do the same with the cryptocurrency market. Make sure that you don't have a crumb from the pie. Make sure you have your own slice, so that in the future, you never, ever have to ever even think about working again. There's a reason why we're hearing that these companies went from 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18 million to 800 million, 2.2 billion, 5.4 billion. Hey guys, we're trying to raise $100 billion. They said we're building this Bitcoin treasury reserve based on our belief that Bitcoin will become an essential component of the future financial infrastructure. We are positioning our company to be a key player in the evolving digital financial ecosystem. Yes, this was actually quite popular. I'm so shocked. We've never had this news be popular before. Nope, it's all the time. It's every single day. I don't know what more proof people need in some sort of way. I assume that the proof is going to come from the fact that Bitcoin's price is at 1 million, or that there's literally nothing left on crypto exchanges, or that you wake up and you see that your neighbor has moved because, wait, Todd was into Bitcoin years ago. I assume he became a millionaire. Like, it's so blatantly obvious, guys, where this market is going. Do not miss out. Do not be left behind. In 10 years, I don't want you sitting on a couch with your hands, your head in your hands, and you're sitting there really, why did I should have done this. No, the time is now. Act now. Stop waiting. Do something. Make sure that you are rich in the future. That's the another company is purchasing $800 million worth of Bitcoin. And yeah, let's move on. In what I'm going to call a mimic of 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 a mimic. Yes. Every analyst out there is back with the venganza, with the vengeance, constantly talking about their beliefs of where, what, how, and who and why the crypto exchange is doing. We have seen a non-stop line of investors announcing openly and with smiles upon their faces that the cryptocurrency market is either tomorrow going to $9 trillion per coin, in a week is going to do a 5x, that cryptocurrency cycles are over, and that here's another one that's also beginning to form, that the cryptocurrency market is going to have a mega super ultra extended bull run. We've heard previously in the last 2 or 3 months, a number of analysts came forward and said that it looks like the cryptocurrency market is following the 2013 charts, the 2017 charts, the 2021 charts, and that any day now, the market's going to zoom upward to unforeseen heights. Real Vision CEO, his name is Raoul Pal, pointed out that cryptocurrency markets are currently repeating the cycle from 2017. My skepticism continues to have alarm bells that go off in my head because I was here for 2017. This market is very different. In January 2017, XRP was still, I think, at 1 cent, if not less than. By the time we got to summertime, it was around $1. That's a gigantically massive increase. The altcoin market hasn't really done that. At the beginning of 2017, Bitcoin's price was like $700 or $800. I know, weird, right? Yeah, $700 or $800. By the time we got to the end of the year, it was 20,000. The market isn't making those moves. I can only assume it's because there's a witch flying over us who's casting a constant spell to make the market miserable, or it's probably the tariffs and the other events that keep plaguing the news. But yeah, for some reason, everyone keeps talking about the markets forming the same lines and doing the same so-and-so as 2017. And I can tell you as someone who was here, it's not. Pal said that a similar scenario is currently playing out, recalling that in 2017, Bitcoin showed a steady rise throughout the year and gained sharply in value in December. Based on macroeconomic indicators, he noted that here we go. Raoul Pal has stated that he believes that the current crypto bull cycle is going to last until the second quarter of 2026. That is April, May, and June of 2026. The problem is that the cryptocurrency market began to make a swift movement downwards in January 2018. That's the first couple of days or quarter one. That's because we got Bitcoin futures and it dragged the market down because it allowed institutions to be able to manipulate Bitcoin's price through cash and not actually holding its spot. So I'm not really sure where all these analysts are coming from, constantly talking about that. We're mimicking 2017 because it feels like anything but. So I'm not really sure what's going on. He is not the first person to announce 2026. We have had a slew of people who have stated that they think that the bull market will end February 2026, which also makes no sense, or that the bull cycle is completely destroyed, and the 4-year cycle, if you will, and that basically Bitcoin will continue going up forever because these institutions are constantly buying it. This one makes sense and would make even more senses if prices actually reacted normally. Pal gave important signals for investors in his conversation with Jamie Coutts, Coutts, Director of Crypto Analysis on the Journeyman program broadcast on Real Vision. He said, when liquidity increases, the crypto market grows. This is now a clear relationship. We heard before that as more money enters the crypto market, its price goes up. Then you have $100 billion entering the market since last spring, and we're still not at $500,000 per coin. Arguing that Bitcoin's sensitivity to global liquidity increased in certain periods by analyzing past data. One of the theories is that Bitcoin go higher when Fed print more money. Well, Fed's already printing a huge amount of money. That's why things keep inflating. Other theory go, when Fed lower interest rate, Bitcoin goes sky high. Other countries around the world have been lowering their interest rates for 2 years. 2 years, nonstop. But apparently everyone's just waiting for one thing to happen. Other theory go, when the M2 money supply increases, that therefore Bitcoin will also go up. I am constantly and dramatically perplexed on a constant daily basis as to what the living heck this market is doing. It is wonderful to see, in no uncertain terms, that all these analysts are rip-roaring ready to go, and they think and they say and they know and they have charts that the cryptocurrency market's about to do its greatest bull run ever. But I dare ask the market myself, can you just please reflect reality? I think I speak for everyone at this point when I say, like, just do it. Just go like a lot higher. I think mentally I'd feel great if prices even just doubled. And I say just doubled because normally at this point, many altcoins have done a good significant 7 to 15x. Easy. By the time we get to the end of the bull cycle, we see that this coin did a 38x. This one went up by 4,000%, like that kind of thing. Altcoins aren't moving. How many days in a row have we gotten this company buys Bitcoin, this company buys Bitcoin, this company? Now we're getting states. States in the United States are also buying Bitcoin. When will Mr. Bitcoin finally begin to make sense? Well, that's the Raoul Pal news. Also, I dare say tying loosely, if not directly, into this as well, Tom Lee. We've heard about him over the course of multiple years. He is usually referred to as a perma-bull, permanent bull for the cryptocurrency market. I believe that he loves Bitcoin, not, okay, anyway, the point is, he's very bullish on Bitcoin. You probably have seen him a multitude of times on the news, talking positively about crypto and where prices are going to go. I think he was one of the first $1 million price predictions kinds of things. Tom Lee, FundStrat's head analyst, partner, and a Bitcoin permabull. There we go. Known for his ambitious BTC price predictions, both short and long term, has changed his rhetoric recently, adding Ethereum to his bullish crypto forecasts. We saw that as well. I don't know why or what happened or who heard what. I still am convinced behind the scenes, somebody said something. Someone knows something that we don't, because we got Charles Hoskinson, the guy who created Cardano, from literally one day to the next. This man was like, Cardano's the only coin that should ever exist. Every other coin is garbage. The next day, he was talking about how much he loves Bitcoin and XRP, and he's trying to integrate them into his project. A multitude of other Bitcoin maximalists were like, no, Ethereum's awesome. What are you guys talking about? And I was like, you only had, not this guy. I don't remember what Tom Lee has said about Ethereum. But all these other Bitcoin maximalists only had terrible things to say about Ethereum. Then out of nowhere, everyone kind of loves it. And they're talking, you know, it's the Bitcoin to hold. And it's like, okay, what do you know? What's the haps? Like, why are you so confident in Ethereum now when before it was only Bitcoin? Bitcoin's the only coin. No other chain should exist. It's like, okay. Even though he did not make any Ethereum or even Bitcoin price predictions this time, he still mentioned that both these top cryptocurrencies are worth holding. He said in a tweet that people were uproarious for, "HODL BTC ETH," he stated, tweeting that their usefulness growing in 2025 equal good. End quote. That's literally what it said, and that's actually what the news was. A lot of times, it's not funny, but it's funny. We've had news before about like real developments. I mean, like Bitcoin's getting this. This upgrade is happening. Ethereum's getting something on Thursday. XRP is being used by 2 banks. This new corridor opened. This is happening to so-and-so. The Litecoin has this upgrade. And I mean, I have to like scour like I'm looking for treasure. I have to look through the internet for hours to find news about that. Heaven forbid should Tom Lee, Michael Saylor, Muskie, heaven forbid, and like 2 other people tweet something, that ends up making one of the most popular news stories out there. This man told everyone what we've all known for a while now: buy and hold, and it made extremely popular news. Make sure that while you have the chance that you take this opportunity and that you do not let it pass you by. I still, myself, personally, you can call it bullish on the cryptocurrency market. I know that I am recently frustrated at prices and movements or lack thereof within the cryptocurrency market. But I do believe, and I say from a long-term view, as when I invest, I always look long-term, that crypto will do just fine. But I'm also at the point where I'm like kind of poking it with a stick and I'm like, do something, like move, like just please go as high as you possibly can. At some point, it'll get there. There are all these rumors still circulating about lowering interest rates and this happening and that taking place and what have you. But we'll get there someday. I do hope that you've all enjoyed. I do hope that you all are having a great day, morning, afternoon, evening. Wherever you are, wherever you might be, I do hope that it is absolutely fantastic. Thank you all once again for watching, listening, liking, commenting on the video, and supporting the channel. And I will most certainly be talking to you all soon. See you.